Hey, Rob Hood. Welcome to my new channel. How to buy a car in 2026, a guide from a former sales manager. So real quick, guys, I got into the car business in 21. I worked at a General Motors dealership and a Honda dealership in Central Arkansas. Sold a ton of cars, was very quickly promoted to manager where I was a sales manager. Also done some finance, backup finance, but my main duties was a sales manager for the last 4 years. I worked at that dealership and was very successful. Made a ton of money ripping people off. Didn't really feel good about what I was doing. I'm a Christian. I do have a conscience, and I want to give back to the community. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm no longer in the car business. I left December of 2025, and I thought I knew how to buy a car. I bought a ton of cars before I ever got in the car business. And trust me, unless you have a father that owns a dealership, a brother, a spouse in the car business, you have no idea. Unless you've been a manager, you definitely do not have an idea of the stuff we do behind the scenes. So I'm going to teach you what to do in buying a new or used car, how to get the most out of your trade. Step one is you got to find the invoice online. The invoice is what that dealership pays the manufacturer for the car, with freight, shipping, and handling as well, which is usually an average of $1,000 a car. The smaller cars are, $700-800. Larger SUVs and trucks, up to $1,500. So just say $1,000 on average is what it costs. So keep that in mind. Get the price online. You wouldn't believe, I know it sounds simple, how many people every week walked into the dealerships and overpaid for a new car or a used car, and the price is literally on the dealer website and you paid more. I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense, but I saw it every week. And I also saw people while they were waiting, because people love to go in on a Saturday morning to a dealership and sit there for 4 hours. While you're waiting, you get on your smartphone, you're like, oh, the price has changed, and the salesman's like, oh, we didn't know. Duh. They knew the whole time. They're not going to say anything if you don't. It's a business. They're all trying to make money. They're all trying to hit bonuses. They are all just trying to go home and make a paycheck like everyone else. So again, find that invoice online, figure out what the dealer is actually paying for that car. Then you can get the window sticker, aka the Maroni, and figure in any addendums, ads. Guys, stop paying for the freaking ads. That's so stupid. COVID's over. It's a buyer's market. There's no reason to get ripped off. I don't care what that addendum says. It was so embarrassing. When I started there, we had $2,500 in add-ons, which was they tinted the two front freaking windows, which cost $50. They charged you $700 to the car for that. They put on $25 wheel locks and charged another $700. They put on $100 front and back floor mats, $180 if it's a 3-row vehicle, and they charged another, $700-800 for that. It's just crazy. Stop paying for that stuff. That stuff gets charged to the car before the car even comes in. It's just a scheme to make money in parts and service. So they're just stealing from the sales department. The sales department throws it on the pencil just to see if you'll bite, so they can make up for some of that loss. That the sales is not even getting paid on those parts at any of the dealerships I worked at. So that was always a big fight between the three departments. So sales isn't getting paid on it anyway, so they'll gladly remove it off the pencil and save you $1,000. Sometimes they'll put it on there for $1,200. One point it got so bad no one wanted it, so they were putting it on there for $499. Guys, if you see any ads, tell them you're not going to pay for it. It's that simple, and they're going to sell you the car and give you the ads. Now, if it's a showroom car that has roof racks and skis and wakeboards strapped to it and bullshit like that, work out a deal. But usually there's other cars on the lot just like it. Again, there's so many different ways a dealership makes money. I will cover that. One of those being the interest rate. If you've ever financed a car, you paid a higher interest rate than you should. I know that sucks hearing. I've got ripped off myself. Didn't know it. You didn't know it either. I will go over all that in the next video. It's a lot of information, so I'm going to break it down, compartmentalize it, make these little cheat sheets, save it to your phone, and take it with you. Once the channel gets big enough, I'm going to select randomly 5 people. I will help you personally buy a car, even if you're out of state. I bought a ton of cars out of state as well. I will help you. There's so many bullshit fees they add and they try to get you. I bought a truck out of state last year and there was like 7 different notary fees, bullshit fees. You got to haggle with them for about a week and they'll eventually take all that crap off. Always be prepared to walk away. As soon as a dealership knows you're done playing, that's when they start getting down to the real numbers instead of fake numbers. I'm going to teach you how to get the most for your trade. That's going to be its own video. There's a lot of technique in this. I looked at thousands and thousands of cars that I traded for, and I will tell you exactly what to do. Big thing is stop oversharing. Don't go in there and tell your life story and the car's life story and every time Brenda hit the mailbox and the time you had the radiator replaced because your uncle hit a possum coming back from the casino. Don't tell them anything. How's your car? It looks like it's a 2017 Dodge Caravan, pretty beat up. Oh, it's been great. Most reliable car I've ever owned. That's all you need to say. They're going to put a number on it. It doesn't really matter what you say, but the more you depreciate your own car, the lower that number is going to be. It's just common sense, guys. If you're a first-time car buyer, I'm going to have a separate video just for you. You guys get ripped off more than you know. If you have challenge credit, aka bad credit, you ain't been paying them bills and them notes, I'm going to teach you how to get the best deal you possibly can, especially if you have had some repos or defaulted on loans, you've had a bankruptcy in the last 5 or 6 years. It's crazy. States differ between max interest rates, but it also depends on the bank. Our state has a max interest rate, but if you use a Texas bank, some of those banks will go up to 21, 22% interest on a car, which is crazy. And if you're already in a bad situation, chances are you're not going to be able to even pay that car off. And you're probably buying a less than stellar car that's going to break down on you. That's where they try to take advantage of you, sell you bullshit warranties. A lot of that crap is key fob warranties, tire and wheel, stuff that's never even going to be covered. I will have a separate video on how to get over on the finance manager and all the bullshit magical coatings. Guys, stop paying for that stuff. I don't care if they tell you it's already on the car. Tell them your brother owns a detail shop and Rob Hood told you never to put that crap on the car. It's literally Juan in the back with a spray bottle wiping some bullshit Windex on there. I'll go over all of that stuff. Trust me, I'm going to save you thousands of dollars. I'm going to save your kid thousands of dollars. I'm going to have, again, first-time car buyer, how to help your kid buy a car. I'm going to have all that stuff in there for you, how to get the best deal, how to take advantage of the dealership. They'll be just fine. The GMs I worked with were making $400,000 plus a month, a year. And some good months, they were making, over $50,000 in a month. They'll be just fine. Follow this, like, subscribe, share, and let me save you money.